Through time they endure, with arms and magic they defend this world. If mortals only knew this delicate balance to which the high elves hold. Where heroes and hammers collide, this is the War Games Orchard. Welcome everybody. You guys are on. Let's welcome our esteemed colleagues here.
Hey everybody.
I'm Nathan. With me today is Patrick.
Hello.
And we're going to do some 5th edition for you. I'm very excited for this. I get to play 5th edition semi-regularly with Patrick, and this is the first time for us doing this on video, and hopefully the first of many times, because 5th edition, for those who didn't know, was actually the peak of human accomplishment in the best decade, which was the 90s. As we know, everything's just gone right downhill since then. And we're going to bring back some of that magic and hopefully heal society a bit tonight by playing 5th edition. And it's going to be a blast. I've got my Chaos here, and Patrick's brought the bad guys in the High Elves.
No, they're definitely the good guys, yeah.
No, well, you see, I'm just taking my dogs for a walk. This is all I'm doing. And then these High Elves show up and try and murder me and probably try and kill my dogs. I don't know. I think it's quite suspect. But we should probably get started here. We're just about ready to go. We're only getting set up here. We've got our deployment zones kind of marked out with our new orchard dice there. They're green, which makes them orchard dice. And hopefully very high visibility. And I've got my Warriors of Chaos out here. Patrick is being very secretive and high elf-like, and he's got his army hidden there, but we're going to start deploying in just a moment. Magic first, though?
Do you want to go over your list
Oh,
first?
yes, we should probably talk about our list. Yeah, well, I've got my list out here, so why don't I'll start us off here. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I've never tried a list quite like this in this edition before. This is a more mobile Chaos list. As 5th edition really rewards mobility, I thought, hey, why don't I try and be fast with Chaos, which is something you can do to limited effect, and I'm sure we'll see this during game. Starts off with my General, who is a Chaos hero with the Mark of Tzeentch, the Armor of Fortune, a shield, and the Blade of Leaping Gold. And he is accompanied, he's actually riding on a chariot to start here. This chariot and this chariot form his retinue. And the next hero is the Sorcerer Champion, just over here. He is my lovely little moon man. I love this model so much. He is also Mark of Tzeentch on a Disc of Tzeentch. He has a halberd, chaos armor, and a Dispel Scroll and a Destroy Magic Scroll. Then his retinue is the Chaos Knights and the Doggos. Into the retinues here, we have 2 Scythed Chariots, and each one of them has crew with halberds. We have 5 Chaos Hounds. We have 5 Chaos Knights with the War Banner. And we have 3 Dragon Ogres. So the Dragon Ogres are technically allies because they're monsters, so they have to be bought from that allowance. Everything else is part of the main Chaos Warrior list. And one of the neat things about 5th edition is that it did allow you some interesting ways to build your Chaos faction. They had some unique rules that each hero that you chose had their own kind of bodyguard retinue, and you would build your army out from that. Other armies had the percentage-based system, which we know from both kind of the Herohammer era and then later on in 8th again. And yeah, so that is my list. I'm just going to see if I've forgotten anything here, but I don't think that I have. It's very small, it's very elite, but it should hit very hard if it connects.
Yeah, so the key thing there is if it connects.
Patrick brought all Great Eagles. They're just flying the whole time.
It's just birds. So my army's just under the table right now, but it'll come out when you see the deployment. So leading my army, I have a general with what I'd consider my normal build. He's got the Bow of Lauren, the Armor of Fortune, and a Potion of Strength to help him out. He's on foot. And he's also got a shield, just because. I got a Mage Champion with the Staff of Fiery Death and Destroy Magic Scroll. Then my last character is a regular mage with the Cloak of Mist and Shadows, which will probably do something exciting. I got 2 units of archers with longbows, one's 11, one's 10 man. I got a unit of 19 spearmen with a heavy armor upgrade, as well as a standard musician. 5 Illyrian reavers with spears and bows, 2 bolt throwers, and 1 great eagle. So pretty shooty, kind of fast. Not as fast though. Oh, maybe.
Maybe. I'm fast for a chaos army. So.
But without ado, should we roll off to deploy?
Yes, that sounds excellent. I'll grab here. So if anyone's wondering about why we've got the dice like we do on the table here, in 5th edition, your deployment zone is limited. You don't have the space on the sides of the table like you would in other editions. So this is why we've kind of marked out our deployment zones here. Okay.
Choose.
All right. So I'm gonna get you to start, I think.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
This will go with the
These
easiest
guys
thing.
to the side for now, just to show they're not deployed.
Some bolt throwers. This looks like a happy spot.
The happy hill? Why did you give him a hill there? Guys, come on. Killing me here. I didn't even notice that was in your deployment zone. That's okay. That's okay. I was actually really hoping that we'd get 1 bolt thrower since this was a 1,500-point game, but I'm glad you found the space for 2
Yeah, I did find the space for 2.
hate machines.
I'm going to talk to you about who's in chat.
Oh, who do we got?
So in chat tonight, we have Tommy Totter. Does that name sound familiar?
It does not, but it might be someone we know.
We have our friend Devin. We have our friend Nerglitch, if you remember from last
Oh,
time.
hey, Nerglitch. What's up, buddy?
Brendan Sparrow, welcome. We have Reva, who is our friend Carl.
Okay.
Welcome. And yeah, we have some chats here. Tommy says go, go, go. So that's
Okay.
good for both of you.
I mean, that is actually my only battle
Or
plan.
it's like hurry up.
It could also mean just hurry up.
I like his enthusiasm. We like to have you, Tommy. Welcome. Nerglitch says, I missed the 5th GT army of orcs and goblins phalanxes. I'm not sure what that means, but...
I'm not sure.
Did you say flanks?
Phalanxes.
Phalanxes?
Phalanxes.
Phalanx?
Yeah, I might
Yeah.
have said that wrong. I'm not Greek, but...
We have like Black Orc list with spears and shields.
Oh, cool. Right.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that'd be pretty good. That'd be real good.
Okay. Carl says go chaos. So that's Nathan.
I need all the help I can get. Trust me when I say that.
Eardrop.
Okay. You give me not a lot of good ways to avoid those bolt throwers.
And just quickly, for you guys to know, on our list construction, we kind of follow the tournament recommendations in the 5th Ed battle book. Mainly with like the 3 levels of magic, so that's why we don't have like mage lords and ridiculous stuff like that.
This is also a learning for me because I haven't played since 1999. So I'll actually watch this again. By paying attention to other things like chat, that was fun. But Brendan says, great to see those card buildings in use. Well, I'm glad we can produce that. That's thanks to Jesse bringing the card building. That comes from the box set, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The original starter set.
Awesome.
Yeah. Is that smart? Oh, but they're fairly fast.
Alright, really? Mm-hmm. Another unit of 10 archers here.
Nice.
And just ignore the champion musician, they're just there for the looks of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of times in 5th, you're not really wanting to take some of the command models. And that's because it's of limited value in a lot of cases. It's much more expensive than in later editions.
Unless you chaos, you get it for free.
Yeah, and only some chaos you get it for free. But Chaos Warriors do, Chaos Knights do.
Bretonians get the banners for free as well.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Welcome, Johannes. He says, good choice on the general's items for the high elves. Thumbs up by Patrick.
Yeah, normally I take the armor of Meteoric Iron instead of the armor of Fortune, but I found that the 2+ save hasn't really helped me too much. He's either just getting smashed by something that ignores armor, or he never shows up. So, drop my spearman.
I'm just making sure my graphics are okay. That's a little test there. The funny thing is, I forgot. I'm glad you're standing where you are, Patrick, because over your head would say high elves, and over.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like you guys just were gravitated towards that. So
Yeah.
that's good.
I'd ask what Johannes thinks of my list, but I honestly don't want to know because he'd tear it to
He hasn't
pieces.
commented, so
Yeah, no, he's being nice to me.
I'm really happy.
I just hope he'll still let me back on the back on Flail of
Oh,
Skulls after
great.
this.
Well,
so
I'm sure he will.
Hmm.
He will actually. He's going to tune in to each of our 5th ed games to tell you what to do.
you know what? That would be awesome if I can get a little earpiece and
Yeah.
he can just make my moves for me. Like right now, I'm just like, what am I doing?
I think your biggest fault though is rolling dice though. So
That usually is what kills me in the end.
I already love this chat. There's a lot of people that know way more than I do about 5th edition. This is great. Also, Nerdglitch asks, how big are those dice? Well, they're big enough to show up on stream because we don't have our dice pit ready yet. Our dice cam.
they're like almost an inch.
An inch. They're almost an inch.
Are they easy to see at least?
Oh, they're super easy to see.
Okay.
You can see them from the front camera even.
Oh.
Let's do a ceiling shot here. Yeah, they show up really well.
Oh yeah, I already made a mistake. That's good.
Oh,
I'm
already
sorry.
made a
Yeah,
mistake.
no, I already
Wonderful.
did. Yeah.
Wonderful. I'm gonna put my reverse down. A nice little skirmishy formation. Ignore the musician. He's just there for show.
Okay.
Oh,
My wife is asking where my shoes are. Hi, hon. Thanks for watching.
so we're having buffering issues. So let's figure that out.
Let's pop you guys. Don't want them to be on the flanks there. Let's make
Everyone get off your Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Got. Oh, those bolt throwers.
I wonder if
Could put them. I could hide them behind the dogs, but that's getting me a turn at most.
But remember, you only got like a 6-inch movement, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be like obscurity all game.
But a 12-inch march though, I could get somewhere maybe. I just don't want to get. They're gonna get skewered by those bolt throwers. I could go for the. I guess we could use the dogs. I was gonna use the dogs as a screen originally, and then I was thinking about other stuff. But could do that. Because then at least the dogs have to die first.
And you said I was the mean guy for like shooting at dogs.
Yeah,
but-
I'm still gonna say you're mean when you do shoot the dogs.
Alright.
All right,
Bird.
bird. Where's that bird going?
So I'll go here.
Nice. I hate great eagles. Bane of my existence.
Character time.
Okay. I feel like we might hide behind the dragon ogres.
I'll drop all my characters, so this one's get my general.
Oh, I love that model.
Oh,
Such a
he's-
great model.
he's so good.
All right.
This one's the one with the
Start
staff
moving
is
these
my
dice.
actual mage champion with
Okay.
the Staff Flame and Death, and then
And
this
then
guy.
you've got a regular level 1 mage.
My regular mage.
Cool,
I'll
cool.
do my spells now.
All right. So, fun thing about 5th edition, of course, is you have a spell deck instead of a spell lore like you would get in 6th to 8th. And you draw spells based on the wizard's power levels. So, in our case, Patrick will be drawing 2 for his mage champion and 1 for his regular mage. I'll be drawing 2 for my sorcerer champion.
Technically wrong.
Okay, incorrect.
So high elves always get to draw an extra card if they're drawing high magic, and then they get to choose.
I forgot that high elves just... We're going to do that. I'm just going to quickly check on the movement of dragon ogres. Feel like they are movement something. Dragon ogres are movement 6. Okay, pretty much most of my army is move 6 or 7, so that's handy. All right. Dragon ogres, well, I guess I don't need to worry about protecting the wizard anymore, so that's a bonus, I guess. So these guys are going to scoot on through, and they're coming to get you.
Ooh.
Yeah. And there. Whoop, whoop.
They got no command or anything, right?
Nope, nope. They are. Oh my God, no. I don't have money for that. Are you kidding me? In this economy? Whew. No, thank you. So I can't march. I hate that you can't march with chariots. I think that's the dumbest rule in the history of Warhammer.
Could you go on
Well, it's just to make sure that, like,
I just want to rocket
not
my
too good.
chariots around.
go close up?
but either I always think they're better in like an infantry army as opposed to a cavalry army. But
They look so good in a cavalry. I guess that's
Yeah.
that's my real weakness is aesthetics always win over usefulness. I guess I don't, because it's pre-game, I wouldn't have had to check for
panic? I don't
panic.
think so.
I don't think so. Certainly not not doing what I want to have him do. All right. So the reason why those dogs are so and the loss of those dogs is so devastating right away is because in Patrick's turn, he's got a battery of bolt throwers there. And the thing with those bolt throwers is that they always ignore your armor, whether or not they're firing a big shot or a little shot. And the issue with that is that my Chaos Knights here are 66 points per model. And the reason that they can occasionally do pretty well is that they are super heavily armored. But that doesn't tend to matter so much. So right now I'm thinking about how do I keep them from getting pincushioned, and I don't have much of an answer, unfortunately. So,
Well, realistically, you can either like just march up the center and take it, or you can like go hide somewhere.
I can go hide somewhere, but I also
Then
I
you're
want things to happen during this game, so I'm gonna go. I mean, they are worth a lot of victory points, but
I'm more hoping that my bowmen are gonna shoot the dog, and it's just gonna be like this cascading
cascade of
panic.
panic. If anyone could do it, I could do it.
That's my strategy for this game.
All right. And boy, okay, so that is going to be basically Chaos turn 1 because there's no shooting, there's no fighting, and my
Magic.
wizard has gone to another dimension because that's a thing that can happen.
But we can still.
But we
roll-
can still do magic-y stuff because at least for Patrick, he can store some cards.
Mhm.
I could store cards, but again, my wizard has
He's off doing something important.
off doing something important for Zinch. So this is the power deck. Most of the power cards in here are just power, but there's also some fun stuff, different ways to mess with your opponent, both in terms of casting spells and keeping spells from being cast. The one that Patrick likes to use on me all the time is Total Power. And
Yeah.
despite there being only one of these in the entire deck,
I just always
definitely
draw it.
plays it like 4 times a turn.
The
so.
trick is to have a few of them up your sleeve.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
Like, oh, total power again.
Total power.
Didn't you play that twice in one turn? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. All right.
You should probably roll and see how many.
Oh
you
yeah, I
get.
probably should do that. Just start dealing you cards.
Yeah.
Then you're
Oh,
then
I'll
you're
just do it,
guaranteed to get
yeah.
it. It's fine.
All right.
All right, we got 6.
About -1.
Oh,
so
minus 1, so we
5.
got 5. All right. So the way this works is you start dealing with the players whose turn it is, and so if it is your turn, you get the odd card. If it's your opponent's turn, they get the odd card. So right now, I can't do
Ooh.
anything with these. Luckily, Patrick can't cast on my turn. If we were playing 4th edition, he could. Or if we were playing 2nd Ed 40k. Stay tuned for some 2nd Ed 40k, by the way, because we're coming back for that. And yeah, I would love to keep one of these cards, but I can't. So I can just look at them and then put them
He's
back.
holding this one. He's holding this one.
All right. And that's that. So turn 1, tremendous success. Only lost 300 odd points worth of stuff in my turn. And hopefully someday at least the wizard will come back. All right, buddy.
All
You want
right.
to do some terrible things?
I think I do.
Okay.
So to start off with,
Okay.
I'm actually going to declare a charge.
You're going to charge? Ooh, what's he going to charge with that eagle?
Actually, it's going to be my mage,
The-
and he's going to charge the dragon ogres.
I see what you're doing here, and I think I might hate you for it.
Yeah, so I got to do a fear test first.
Yes,
'cause
they do cause fear,
I don't
but
care.
he's fine.
So that's going to be the only charge I'm going to declare this turn.
Okay.
So my mage will just got a 24-inch charge. Easy.
Easy.
Easy. Let's get them, boys. Or all right, so that's it. We'll charge in.
Okay.
So now I'll go into my regular moves. My eagle doing his fancy fly. And he'll look this way.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
The classic harassing unit in every edition.
Every edition, that
Yeah, it
stupid
just-
eagle.
That's all they do is just like harass people and get in the way.
Yeah.
And so I only got an 8-inch move on these guys now. So you know what? We'll just kind of walk over here like this.
All right.
All right. And everyone else is content where they are. All right, let's go on to shooting time. So we'll start off with this unit, 10 archers, and they're going to blast the dog.
Okay.
So again, High Elf archers, they're allowed to shoot in 2 ranks in this edition, which is a very nice rule.
As
to
we
have.
said, cheating. This
not-
will come up plenty of times. High elves are allowed to do whatever they want in any edition.
makes sense.
High elves are just the most. Nerf now, please.
And we're over long range, so we'll be hitting you on force.
Yeah. Oh, this is it. High elves shooting dogs with
Oh,
arrows.
baby.
You saw it here.
Isn't half bad.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
And we just need 1/5.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh,
Get out of here, dog.
I know I don't have any kind of save. I was wondering if I had a 6+, but I don't think I do. All right.
Boom. All right. Let's go on to. Yeah, we'll just go on to the bolt thrower shooting at the knights because that's what we're all here to see.
Yeah.
So we'll do the
Volley shot?
salvo of 4 shots first.
'Kay.
With this one. And we'll just check range. Maybe I'm
I
in
hope
half.
you're not.
Oh, I'm
You're
in half.
definitely in half.
So
Yeah.
3s.
All right.
3 hit.
Okay.
And it's strength 4.
Yep.
So
4 is to wound.
4 is to kill.
Oh,
2
yeah.
of them.
Yeah. This is the issue with bolt throwers. Usually your bolt throwers aren't too bad. It's just, again, it's elven stuff,
Yeah.
which is really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 knights.
oh,
Yep.
brutal.
And then he's got the next bolt thrower.
Yeah,
So
so same thing.
it's maybe the shortest stream in history.
Yeah.
For which I am sorry if that happens, but
Just so
I-
you guys know, Tommy had said, the battle is over in turn 2. Hope Chaos gets a rematch.
Well, you know, we might have time, so.
yeah, depending on how we do here.
Yeah,
Let's see
so.
some hand-to-hand, though.
Yeah.
first. Yeah.
And
So 3 hits.
That's-
Oh God, really? Okay.
All right, and then the last unit of archers, they'll shoot the chariot that isn't the general.
All right.
Actually, no, I'll shoot the general.
Shoot the general. All right.
So looking for 4s. Oh, I like these dice. And then we got our randomized table
Yep. So it looks
because we're
like you got
shooting at a
couple.
chariot.
Yeah. You got some different
This
stuff
is one
here.
of the tables I can never remember.
No, me neither.
Okay. So for shooting, so 1 hits a crew.
Okay.
3s hit the horses, and
Okay.
the 5/6s hit the body.
Okay. So
Can't
the
hurt
bodies,
that.
yeah.
And the steeds
So
there.
5s for the steeds.
One of them takes the hit.
Okay.
He's got
Barding
6.
6 up. Yeah.
Oh, 1 dies.
Okay.
And then I think I have to randomize for your.
Yeah, because there'd be the character or the
Yeah,
the
so
crew.
say high is the character.
Sure. Okay.
And
Character.
it's probably a 6 to wound him.
He'd be tough 5.
So he's tough 5.
So yeah, he'd be a 6.
Wah, wah, wah. Okay, cool. So that's all we got for. And these guys, they'll plink their bows at him as well.
Okay.
So Reapers don't have the -1 for moving and shooting, because why not? And I don't think he can see through him, so let's put 4 at long range. 1 randomize, hits the body,
Okay.
so nothing.
No. All right.
All right, cool. Let's go on to the fight phase.
Okay.
Fight.
All right, boy, I'm
Turn
looking
1
forward to
fight.
this nothing happening here.
Yeah, because my guy's got the Cloak of Mist and Shadows. So I can't fight, and I'm ethereal, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And nothing, like there's no ranks or anything, so
Nope.
nothing happens in the combat. The combat is drawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you just hold up ogres with that dude?
Yeah.
I'm going to golf clap like a high.
quite. Yeah.
That's amazing.
All right, so let's do some magic then.
Okay, yep.
Are you having a thing?
Yep. I'm just looking. Yeah. All right.
Ooh, so we only got
4.
3.
3. Oh wow, yeah. All right.
Good thing I saved that total power.
I figured you would. All right. 1, 3.
Ooh. Hmm.
Oh, that'd be a great one to keep hold of.
All right, so I guess we'll start with my wizard here, and he'll cast the Glimmer of Teclis on your general.
Okay. What does that do?
So for that one, basically you have to pass a leadership test in order to move.
Okay.
It's only 1 power.
1 power leadership test. You know what? I think I can make that one, so I'm not too concerned. We're ready for the boxcar's next turn, so I'll take that.
All right. And then with that, I'm gonna end my magic phase.
Oh, okay. Oh, well. All right.
All right. So I think that was a pretty successful.
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah. That, I mean, you've gotten rid of 330 points for the Chaos Knights. And let's see. All right. Now, I'm going to curl up and cry a bit. And then after that, I'm going to see if my wizard comes back.
Mhm.
Please come back, wizard.
I also forgot to shoot my general. I just realized, but
Oh no.
that's okay.
I think you're doing all right.
No.
Do it, man. Do it.
Okay. Oh, this was the dismal ones. All right. So where was the
By the
Cosmic
way,
Duel? Start any following turns. All right. So I'm gonna roll on the Eye of the Gods here on a 4+. I get my wizard back,
He has to be on your board edge, right?
and he comes in. Yeah, he comes in from my side. Yeah.
Nope.
Great.
Cool.
All right.
I would really like to see the Green Knight again someday in 5th. That's what I'm hoping to start collecting for Bretonnians.
I can do that next time if
Should've
you want.
done that.
Bretonnians, yeah.
Yeah, because I have a Bretonnian army and I
My
have a
memories
Green
of him are,
Okay.
they did a good job of making him feel like a ghost. Guys, he comes out of the water and then the forest, and then if you have terrain everywhere, it's
Did I? Oh.
quite scary.
All right.
Especially when you're playing against like wood elves with it, because they'll just like pop out of nowhere. And they
Right.
got the extra trees, and they're like, "Oh, this is supposed to be my friend."
Right. Tommy's asking, did Chaos take some panic tests before?
No, they
Oh,
didn't.
for the dogs.
So,
They didn't. No, I forgot about that.
So for that, it like the panic is a little different,
Okay.
right? So you got there's like 6 different things. So one of them is if there's fleeing friends within 4 inches.
Okay.
Friendly unit within 12 has been broken in hand-to-hand combat. You're charged in the flank or rear while in combat. The 4th one is your fleeing friends were destroyed by a charging enemy within 4. 5 is general is slain, which is like the nastiest one in the game. And then the last one is if you suffer 25% casualties. So they don't have the, I think I was added in 6, where if a friend is destroyed within 4 or something,
Yeah.
you have to do the panic.
That
No, it's only for combat here,
Okay.
unless I'm mistaken and can't read.
I'm gonna do leadership test to see if the old Chaos Chariot's gonna move this turn, and they're all right.
He's good.
What is the penalty for loss of a horse?
Oh, loss of horse,
Is
that's
it-
half movement.
Oh, good. I hope that's rounded up.
In this, you always round to the nearest half
Oh, right.
for all.
Because it'd be 3.5.
Yeah, so you're reduced to. So you have a base movement of 8.
Yeah.
So that's reduced to 4.
Yeah.
Then your barding takes
Barding
1
takes
so you're
1
down to 3.
Yes. Oh, right. Because 7 is.
Half. Or
Oh, would you take that's I guess that's the question. Like, would you take into account the half and then the barding? I guess you would, wouldn't you?
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, ooh, boy, in about
10
4
turn.
turns,
Oh,
I could be because I get a double
Do you know
movement
what
for
we
charging.
forgot?
What's that?
Was the random game length.
Oh, that's okay. We're not getting to
You can
turn.
do that.
All right, doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, somebody called turn 2. You're obviously, this is Nathan's turn 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So I'm
So,
gonna-
Tommy, I think you're wrong a bit, but it's looking bad for Chaos.
it is looking bad for
I'm
chaos.
just ecstatic about
Can
this
I
elf.
pivot as a chariot? Like,
Yeah, you
what
can,
was moving? I can.
yeah, it has to be the beginning of your move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I can pivot, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's free.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was free, but I wanted to make sure.
It's just it can't be like 3 moves. You can't do like some like
Yeah.
turn, move, turn. That's
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Did you just like hiss like a cat?
I might have, yeah. I was exhaling and then it just turned into exasperation. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the chaos turn there because I can't move. And my wizard hasn't shown back up yet, and I can't fight. And everything's great. All right, magic.
All right, let's see what you got.
8.
So 7.
Oh yeah, thank you for keeping reminding me of that because I never want to remember it.
Two
'Cause-
players do. Together, we can remember.
Well,
Together we can play a game.
well, it's because like everything you got on like the random chaos gifts was all bad. Everything was bad.
Everything was bad.
There was nothing that was good. Even the spiked tail isn't helping you.
This bike tail is not helping me here. I have a few things. Actually, I have a few things. If I was smarter and read them more, would have helped me at least resurrect some dogs. But or if you hadn't killed all the knights, I could have done that. But even then, it's a bit.
So you're 4.
I'm
three.
4, right? Yes,
And
thank
what's
you.
the percentage of characters again? Like lords?
50 for most armies.
Yeah.
Most armies, okay.
Yeah, so he's got like a unique like warband type structure.
Right.
Where he takes like a general, and then his character can be any amount of points he wants, but he has to have a retinue which is equal to or
Yeah.
higher.
Yes, I remember that.
And then, was it 75% of your warbands have to be of whatever your...
Yeah. So in my case, Warriors of Chaos, and then you kind of
Ooh.
have the Beastmen and the Demon stuff as allies.
Mm,
But
I
within
don't
those
want any of
allies,
that.
you don't have to follow the warband system.
Yeah, and then some armies have like other different things, like Bretonnians.
Bretonians are ridiculous.
Yeah, they're I think
75%?
75% for
Oh, I
heroes.
remember that.
Yeah.
So you can take an army of like basically just heroes and like 1 unit knights.
All right.
Thanks for sharing that. You guys reminded me of. I remember being so confused when my friend Devin was. He's in chat, by the way. He played Chaos and he kept talking about retinues, and he would explain how his characters work, and I just wasn't grasping.
It's like one
Yeah.
unit.
I just wasn't grasping like how this works.
The
It's
next
why
time
can't I do this?
the next time I play Chaos, assuming that I can ever show my face in any kind of Warhammer capacity after tonight, I'm going to use the 4th Ed book, which is entirely
Oh,
different.
Nice.
But like most of the units play the same way, but there's no warband system, and everything is kind of a big mishmash. So you take demons and beastmen alongside,
That
and they're
would be
just like
fun.
a motley
That
horde.
would be
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I know like I wanted to take a unit of demons with my beastmen, but
It's hard to balance.
yeah, because like the cheapest hero I think is like Greater Demon or something like that.
Demon Prince.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Demon Prince
Yeah.
like 400 something. Like just no. All right, so I guess it's Elvis's turn.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so I'm not going to do any charges.
I think you should definitely do some charges.
Mm,
Charge the eagle. Eagle will probably take him out.
uh,
The way I've been rolling, or the way I've been doing this game, I think you can take him out.
I don't feel like that, but we will be a bit more aggressive though.
All right.
How many attacks does the Eagles have in the thing? Two?
Just 2, yeah.
Two, yeah.
But his stat line is a little better. Like he's weapon skill 7, which is like impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's strength 5, so that's a little nicer. But beyond that, no, he's not the fightiest boy. And my bird, he's just gonna turn that way. We'll see when that old wizard decides to show up this game.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, good play. So it's random, is it, Nathan? You can't decide where he comes in.
Well, he's on my table edge.
Okay, right.
But only I have to roll a 4 at the start of a turn.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
That'll never.
No.
So I'm just kind of hoping that like everything else will be dealt with, and then like,
He'll just come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's exactly what's gonna happen. You know it.
or it would have been better if I got the one that makes the hills attack you and you pull up
Oh,
around-
Assault of Stone.
yeah, Assault of Stone. Oh, that was
Man, how many things did you kill with Assault of Stone?
oh, it was
immense.
basically your whole army.
It was. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like we had these hills, and 9 times out of 10 you're just like, oh, they're nothing. And Patrick was just like, this hill's gonna come for you. He's gonna come and eat you. And it came and ate me. And
Yeah.
Like Awakening of the Wood?
Yeah.
Yeah, but for hills
But
and
But for hills,
anything,
and it's a lot stronger.
More
Yeah.
damage,
Oh, yeah.
everything takes ludicrous damage with no armor saves.
Yeah.
It's insane.
All right, yeah, let's go on to some shooting.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'll just start off with the bowman shooting out the first chariot there. We'll start off with a unit of 10. They're probably the long range. They are. Beyond 4s. All right, and then we'll randomize all of this nonsense.
All right. Oh, you got
So,
some
like,
character hits there.
No, that's.
Or is
two
that
on-
all?
That's all body.
Oh, is that all body?
Yeah, it was a body.
Oh,
Is
okay.
4 plus.
My bad.
And then 1 is crew, 2, 3 is the critters. So I can't damage it with that. So I need 2 5s here. I got 1.
Okay.
You make your little barding save there.
All right. Oh
Ooh.
man, I need extra barding. So if I can get a 5-up barding, I'd be fine. All right. So I'm
And
gonna
I-
have to look up some rules.
And you know,
Sure, that's
11
okay.
will shoot the same one.
Okay.
So same thing. All right, not bad, not bad. So we got 1 crew and 2 critters. With critters, we got 1 wound again.
Okay. And... Nope.
So it's immobilized, and the crewman is not wounded.
Ah.
All right, so he's stuck there. So I'll do a salvo from this one on your general, and I think you
Okay.
should probably get cover for
That makes sense.
that, because like I think it's obstructing. So I'll say 4 seconds.
Ooh, still hit 3.
Yeah, and then let's randomize that too. So we hit the critters again, and I don't think I can hurt them.
Okay.
So I just gotta win them though.
Yeah.
5s.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's remember bolt thrower. So
Oh right. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so that critter's dead. And the last one, yeah, we'll just put it into the general's chariot. So we have 2 hits. And critter and body, so nothing.
Okay.
Alright, cool. And my general marched this turn, so he's not going to shoot his bow. They marched as well. So let's go on to fight phase.
Johanna says, if there is a game 2, provided there's time, unfortunately not tonight, but if Nathan has the models at hand, he should drop 1 Dragon Ogre and bring 5 Harpies to even it up. This guy sounds like a pro.
Oh yeah, he's good. He's so shout out to Johannes. He runs the Flail of Skulls podcast. Check it out if you are into 5th edition. I'll learn more about tactics for all of the armies. He lets me on there so that we can share army lists and stuff. And I'm actually better at writing army lists for the Flail of Skulls than I am for games, because I don't have the constrictions of only having, the units that I have.
Right.
Not to say that I'm much better, mind you. But yeah, I would love to take Harpies, Joe, but I just don't have any era appropriate ones. I've got like 1,000,000 6th ed ones, thanks to Scott.
Is that just a disruption for like?
Well,
Or does
they're
it
a
actually-
flying unit, so they could. So, for example, if I had taken them this game, in that first turn, because I got to go first, they'd fly up high,
Oh,
and then in the
of course.
second turn, they would descend
Oh.
on the bolt throwers,
Yeah.
and that would make a
Favorite thing
really.
about- That is actually my favorite
Yeah.
thing about it. Is stuff fly high.
Fly high is pretty cool.
I've had many a duel with my dragons up high.
Yeah, something driving a flyer off. They use combat, you can drive flyers back.
Don't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty well. Wow.
Alright.
I like
Alright.
guiding charges. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it always has to be in the front.
Unless I was reading it today, unless you've already got something in their front, and then you could do side or rear.
Oh,
Yeah, then it's your choice. So you can actually kind of tactic that.
It like locks them in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, so that's something I'm sure you can do to me at some point.
Awesome.
Oh, well, put that in the old memory
Put that in
book.
the list. Yeah.
All right, let's do some magic.
Okay.
So I only got 3.
Oh right, yeah. I don't know what I'm rolling. So 3. The winds of magic have been pretty weak, which is nice because
Oh, this is actually remain in place. So
yeah, that's why I was keeping it there. All right. So 1, 2, and 3.
I like how you're playing cards in
Yeah.
this game.
Yeah.
ooh. Okay, so I will pull this off him to
Okay.
immobilize, and I'll just put it on these guys
Okay.
with a power.
With a power. All right. Oh, they're not high leadership. Change your ways. I'm gonna. Good. Power. What are the other things you got? Apotheosis and deadlock.
Yeah, nothing's died yet, so
You just rub that in, will you? Okay. You know what? Let's do it because I'm out of there. I use Wrath of Khorne, which is one of the
ooh.
Chaos Gifts. You may use this card exactly as a Dispel Scroll. It can be used to dispel an enemy spell as it is cast. When you declare you are using this card, the spell is dispelled just as if you had played a successful Dispel card from the Winds of Magic deck. This card can only be used once. And... Oh, I roll a d6. If you roll a 6, the spell is destroyed and discarded.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
we'll
That's
see
kind of fun.
how that goes.
But-
I can't kill you, but I can kill your spell.
All right, so
So
the
that
Glamour
is
Techless is gone forever.
Glamour of Teclis gone.
My
forever.
wizard can't do anything except for, I guess.
Except for
hold on.
be in the way.
Yeah.
right.
And
Have you guys ever heard of Driven Off? Jesse was just telling
Yep.
me. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool little rule.
Yeah.
All right.
For those of you there.
So that was you, right?
yeah, so
Okay.
that was my turn.
Okay.
So it's your turn 3.
Come on, wizard.
Wizard.
No wizard. Still off getting milk for Zinch or whatever he's doing. All right,
I thought he
so
was in a duel, was he?
oh, cosmic duel. Yeah, well, that's what they tell you. But like, I don't know. Feel like Zinch he can fight his own battles. Probably just needs him to like pick up some stuff from the store. It's over at the 7-Eleven. So I'm going to play this at the beginning of my turn. This is my my trap card that you've activated here. It isn't a trap, but it's actually just one thing that will help me get back into the game for right this second. And that is Eternal Battle. This card can be used as long as both... Oh, why are you like this? You hateful card.
Did you not read it all before?
I didn't read the first part. It's... Both armies have to have suffered a rank and file casualty. Okay.
Womp womp.
So, does
So,
anyone know the rules about getting out of Chariots? Can you do that? Is that a thing that can happen?
Sounds like a fifth thing.
I mean, it sounds like it, but I wasn't able to find it earlier.
Was that what you were looking up earlier?
That's what I was trying to look
how
up.
can I abandon my mount?
Yeah.
I
How
don't
can
know
I-
if
how can
anyone
I
in the
leave
chat
this?
knows, just fire away.
Joe might know, yeah. So I was looking in the Chariot section, but I wasn't
I
finding
almost think it
anything.
would be like with the characters.
In the characters, yeah, that was the
mounted.
other. Characters leaving a unit. Which troops and join another. Because technically I don't buy it as a mount for him. I buy it as, like, it is actually part of his retinue. So I'm wondering if I can leave it like you would leave a
unit.
unit. And I feel like you should be able to, but it's weird just with the way that chariots and things are. So the exciting part of the game of looking up stuff in books.
Mhm.
These books, by the way, are the most beautiful. This is my original Warhammer Fantasy rulebook. You can see I've kept it in mint condition. 9-year-old Nathan was very careful with his things. Proximity.
See my 5th Ed Skaven book.
Oh, yeah?
Beautiful.
This is-
Still to this day.
See, I would believe that from you. I don't believe, like,
If anyone else said it.
if anyone else said it,
Just be nice to your stuff, man.
Look, I've moved around a lot. It's tough, man. It's tough. Characters writing.
Especially when you keep collecting.
Yeah, and then it's just
When
yeah.
you like
Oh.
throw it in a box
my.
somewhere and you forget about it, and
Yeah.
then like, who thought that in like 1997, like this would be popular in 2020?
Yeah.
Characters, I don't know. Like, the most I can find is the characters leaving units. Which just says they're able to leave during the movement phase.
Well, I think it's kind of stupid that you're stuck in there.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Just want
Maybe, yeah,
just wanna pop 'em
let's
out,
pop
just-
them out.
for
Because
how-
it'll make for a more interesting
Yeah, well, just
thing here.
just pop them
Let's
out.
pop
and
them out.
Just say
That's good.
that
I can actually
that's
I
his
get to use this.
movement.
Get to use his
His friend on foot or his base.
yeah, just his
Pop.
whoop. There we go. All right, so yeah, I guess you can usually charge. He wouldn't be in range anyway to charge out of the unit, but you couldn't march out of it. You could move out of a unit though, right? Like a 4-inch.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe he's got to help these poor dragon ogres, assuming he doesn't get skewered to death, which he probably will.
Johannes says it's a mount, but if both steeds are dead,
Mhm.
you can't.
Okay,
Oh,
both
okay.
steeds are dead.
Yes, they are.
Thanks.
Do you know what page that's on? We were just trying to find it.
Oh,
Alright.
we're looking for a citation, Johannes. Do you know which page?
I trust you. Just
Yeah. They're just looking. It's kind of. I know what you mean. You're
Yeah.
in a book, and you're like, "Come on."
it's like, where is this? I can't find it, and I feel like I'm
Yeah.
a fool.
All right. Yeah, so that's gonna do me. And the regular stuff happens. So we get a non-eventful magic phase. Man, all I really want to do is
Just fight.
fight things.
I'm coming for you now.
I mean, I hope so. There's 3 Chaos Warriors here that you can murder, so that's
Hmm.
a plus.
Oh, Johannes says it might be an official FAQ.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Does,
Alright.
does anyone have like soft copies of those? Like anyone out there on the internet, please share.
Actually, I downloaded the White Dwarf with. You remember that one that had like the list of like magic changes and magic item
Oh yeah.
updates? I did download that, so I am gonna print that out
maybe,
for us. At
maybe
some
that
point.
has.
And maybe that has it. Yeah.
So we got
um,
5.
5. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just hoping for that total power card.
Yeah. Oh my god, I need to be able to keep things. It'd be really nice because something total power. Thank you. All right. Elf, turn 3 or 7 or 14.
this
How
week
long have we
3.
been here?
So
Okay.
I
Is it turn 3?
yeah. Yeah.
Man, I was just out walking my dogs. All these elves show up, start skewering everybody. They're monsters. They got to be stopped. Sink Ulthuan. That's we get that.
Let's do a
We
march.
should have a hashtag for that.
Yeah.
Sink Ulthuan again. Didn't take the first time. All right.
What did you say last time? Okay, I can't give you any points yet, but
Oh,
I could give you points.
give me some. We didn't get negatives to work, did we? Or did we get
We did
negatives to work?
negatives to work, yeah.
Negative
There was
what?
something that it really didn't like that I
So-
tried to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna make up a score here
Okay.
because we don't know.
It's at least like 74 to nothing at this point. For,
What? What the score? Yeah, it's in the battle book. How
Oh,
this-
well,
this-
yeah, I was gonna
the-
say we'll score it out at the
Oh.
end, but
At
it's
the end, but for now, I'm
it's
just
so
gonna give
bad.
fake points.
Oh, fake
Yeah.
Whose
points.
line is it anyway?
Oh, okay. The points mean nothing. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Points mean something to me.
All right.
All right, let's let's do some shooting.
Cool.
All right, so we'll start off with these archers, and I'll shoot at
All
your
right.
Yeah.
It's 74 to 2.
74.
Oh, thanks for the 2. What were the
Yeah.
2? What's the 2 for?
Oh, for getting out of that.
Oh, for getting out of the
Oh,
chair?
sorry.
Hey, all right.
Style points.
Style point. There we
Style
go.
point.
Jump over the front.
Yeah, he does the the slide over the front or the back.
God. Knowing the way that things have been going, he would probably trip and die from that. That would be how
And
that
so
ends.
he's actually very cautiously
Yeah,
steps out.
yeah, just
Oh
very
no.
If
Yeah.
I had been paying attention, it would have been
Get
Nathan,
stuck on the
initiative
side.
check.
Yeah. Well, his initiative's like something crazy, like 7 or 8.
8. Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
Chaos Heroes. Mess around.
Herohammer.
like remember I took the corn hero with the Hydra blade, and it was so
It was
insane
ridiculous.
because he's got like 4 attacks base,
Yeah.
and then frenzy doubles it to 8, and the Hydra blade means that every hit he gets counts as D6 hits. So it's just
It just takes everything apart.
as boom.
Why do you guys just play with characters and no?
Well, because you need like fodder to kill.
Yeah,
That's
true.
why.
Yeah, you need guys for him to use
like
the
you want
Hydra
to see
sword
if he
on.
can actually kill like a unit of 20 goblins by himself in
Yeah,
one go.
That's true.
Boom.
Yeah.
All right, let's put these 10 into this thing. So
Cool.
we can finish it off. There we go, that one. All right. I don't think I'm in half, so let's do some randomizing. We're looking for 1s here. Nope.
All right.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing with these guys.
Cool.
Well,
This
ones.
would be my streaming debut, by the way.
Of
This
course.
is
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
I'm actually like
Hey,
because
chose the list.
well no
Yeah.
I know like this is me. This is me. I'm bad.
Yeah.
But I talk about this every week on the podcast. I'm just like, oh, I had a game with Patrick, lost like 13-2 playing second and 40K. And I feel like people don't understand sometimes. Like they're just like, oh, he must win sometimes. And like I think my ratio is like maybe for every 10 games I'll win maybe like 2 of them. Does that sound about right?
Yep.
No.
Well,
Patrick's like, actually I did the math. It's less than that.
yeah, it's actually no. Well, it's also like when we have games, it's usually like it's like just so colossally one-sided,
Yeah.
and it's just like the momentum's just like it's just like spinning in the
Yeah.
drain.
I
there.
actually had a game with Nathan, a 40k ninth, and I took what he said for granted, and I almost lost. So I'm never doing that again. So maybe it's just 5th ed for you.
No, because I also do it with second ed 40k as well.
Okay, well, the oldest games then.
The old game, the games that I love.
No,
are the ones
remember
games
that-
we had the third ed game, and all you guys
We
kept fleeing
Oh,
into the swamp.
and third ed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third ed.
Oh, yeah, the swamp.
Yeah.
Was the swamp that killed the last?
Yeah. Yeah, last scourge.
The
Yeah,
last
so
scourge.
like 30k or 40k. I'm still thinking about 30k here.
30K. Get it out of there.
Now I got to get that out of my system at some point. So with that, like when you go into the difficult ground, if you have to do an armor test or die with the scourges, and they kept fleeing into this one like toxic sludge pool.
I could never play this game because like I was the guy that always, you know, the editions, many editions of 40k when you have to take a dangerous terrain test for your tank.
Oh yeah.
I would even fail it if I had the plow. Like I
yeah.
rolled 2 months in a row.
I was a big fan of City Fight as well.
Yeah.
So it's just like ramming vehicles into buildings. It's like, all right, he's living here forever.
He's being fury.
So funny thing, I can't actually target them.
Oh, because he's
'cause
within.
He's closer.
Yeah,
So I'll just
knock out the.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just do another. Actually, no, I'll do a single bolt on that.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's probably a good
Hits you in the body.
in the body. Okay.
That
Ow.
doesn't move.
All right.
Too bad. I'll do the same thing with that one.
Cool.
It's a hit. In the steed for nothing.
All right. You
Yeah,
really
well,
pincushioned those poor
uh,
dead steeds.
Yeah, and then these guys will
He's
just
already
shoot at
dead.
that one. He's already dead. So these guys into.
Okay.
uh,
Oh, right. They can shoot 360, can't
oh
they?
yeah.
Nice. That's a good, good
And
little
come
volley.
on. I see like some ones here.
Oh, there we go. All right. Can you get him?
No. All right.
I like to think that the Chaos Warriors are just like hiding behind. They just keep peeking out to see if the elves are gone
it's
yet.
like no. All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's do some magic.
Okay. All right. Before you do that, I get to play this at the beginning of any magic phase. It's the Changing of Ways, one of these great chaos gifts. Zinch, the Changer of Ways and Master of Sorcery, laughs at the pitiful efforts of his enemies to use the wild winds of magic, spoiling their petty spells with the power of his omnipotent will. Once per battle at the beginning of any magic phase, be it yours or your enemies, you may reduce the enemy's winds of magic cards by D3 cards. So,
Ooh.
yeah. So once you roll, we'll
I've
see.
been rolling like 4 consistently.
I
so-
know. I just really want to use some of
okay,
these before the
so-
battle ends.
D3,
So
so-
you lose 1 off of
Okay,
that.
so it goes down to 6 because of that.
Yeah.
And then so actually 5.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, let's see what we got here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ooh.
Johanna said the Hydra Sword won't kill more models than the character has attacks on its profile. A Chaos Lord with 5 attacks might succeed with 4 hits, then the Hydra Sword multiplies the attacks on those 4 models.
Oh, okay. So it's.
Oh,
I get
okay.
you. Yeah. Okay. I mean, great against multi-wound stuff still.
Exactly,
But yeah.
All right, so because I've been forgetting it all game, we're gonna use Staff of Flaming Death,
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that
and
one.
I'll use it on your general.
Okay. I'm going to try and dispel that bad boy.
Ooh.
So I don't have anyone on the field though. So, dispels on a 4/6, but lower level, of course. Did you want to reinforce?
Yeah,
the-
sure, why not?
Okay. So what Patrick's able to do there is I can play a dispel card to try and dispel his bound spell, but because it's kind of a back and forth thing, he's able to use one of his power cards to basically reinforce the spell and make it harder for me to dispel. So right now, I would have had a dispel on a 4, but he's a more powerful wizard because right now I'm not dispelling with any wizard, and he's boosted the power. So I'm actually only dispelling this on a 6, which I do not get. So it goes off, and he's going to get a fireball.
Yeah, so D3 strength 4 hits.
All right.
So
For
3.
3. Okay.
Ooh.
So those are 5s to wound.
Bam. For nothing.
Okay.
Good.
Whoa.
Take a peek, right, guys? Right back.
Alright. And oh, so I used that already.
All right.
And what else do I got here? Ooh, fun stuff. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Chaos.
Turn 4.
Turn 4. All right. So only thing we're doing this turn is charging this elf. He is
Okay.
within charge range.
Right.
So we're gonna move him in here, and we're gonna chop him into little itty bits. And oh, but I should check since the beginning of the turn to
Yeah.
see if my wizard comes back. Please come back, wizard. Wizard
He-
comes
he
back.
does.
Hey. All right. So let me see where I can put this guy. All right. Ba-ba-ba. Placed anywhere on your own baseline and may move normally. Okay. So baseline. Okay. Do I do a stupid here? I could do something really fun and dumb, but it might work. And it's not like he's doing a whole lot here. So I'm going to have him come in here. And since he can move normally when he appears, I'm actually going to have him...
Go to the sky.
No, I'm going to have him charge. I'm going to have him
Oh,
charge
okay.
the Great Eagle.
All right.
So we'll see how that goes.
Ooh. You know what? Actually, I want to flee from that.
Oh, you going to flee?
Yeah, I'm gonna
All right.
flee. Whopping 11.
So I was... What was I there? So that is 15 from the base there. So I think you're going to be... Because it's 24, right,
Yeah.
is the maximum charge. So that would be right
Right.
there. Yeah. Okay.
So you just go up 12, right?
Oh, yes, yeah. So it'd be a failed charge. So I would only end up right here. All right.
Or is it a normal move, or does it include charges? Does it actually say normal move?
Let me see.
That'd be something to.
Oh, that's not that. That's this. Da-da-da. And may move normally. So I don't think it would be like make a normal move. I think they just mean like he can act as normal.
Okay.
That's how I would read that. I don't know if that's right. All right. So that's something. Made the eagle flee. So movement's done. We actually have combat.
Yep.
Woo! We did it.
Do it.
We did it. We got there in the end. This is where it all turns around, guys. Turn 4. I have like 6 models on the table.
Thing is, are you gonna issue a challenge?
So
I
Nathan,
mean,
if you do well,
suppose I could.
I'm going to change your score.
Yeah. What am I getting?
If you do well, depending, I'm going to give you +2 points.
Okay.
So it'd be
ooh.
74 to 4.
All right, we're making up ground here. All right. I mean, I guess I can challenge, but you're also a single unit on foot, so I don't think it would make much of a difference.
But I want to.
But you want to?
Yeah,
Okay, well, I
Just
mean, sure.
because I'm really just banking on the hope that
I just
your jump's
whiff?
gonna whiff and the ogres won't be able to attack me. Oh, they can't attack me anyways. Never
They
mind.
can't attack you
I
anyway.
don't care.
Okay.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Do you have a magic weapon?
I sure do, yeah.
Okay, good.
I have the Blade of Leaping Gold.
Ooh.
So, so the general has 4 attacks base for being a Chaos Hero, and a further 3 attacks from his Blade of
Alright.
Leaping Gold.
Johannes has to take off, so thanks for joining.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah,
buddy. Thanks for all
uh,
the help. All right. Okay. Let's hope. So I'm weapon skill 8, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna hit on
Oh,
3s here.
Yeah,
Just gonna move
yeah.
some of the,
Mine.
stuff
I'm
out
only
here.
a mighty 4.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
yeah,
So
they all
we hit on all of our attacks.
I'm a mighty toughness of 4 as well.
Oh, you're tough 4. That's
Oh,
good.
Yeah, yeah
Really? For a
yeah,
first
right
level
on.
mage?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
That's very
all,
cool.
all elven heroes are to 4.
Oh, I almost whipped it. So that is. Oh, I guess I wound on 2s actually. No, I only wound on 3s. So 3 wounds. At strength 5. All right.
He did. Ugh. I don't know. So he can do.
I think he's got a standstill.
Yeah, he's got some
He's just got a standstill. Yeah. All right. So
some magic.
magic. Oh, we have magic. Oh, I'm so. I can do things. Turn 4, and I can start to do things.
Let's do some big numbers.
I don't think I've ever been
All right,
shut
so-
down this bad in a.
Well,
in a
like
game
we've had
before.
some pretty low rolls as well. So.
We have, yeah.
Oh, and this that'll
Okay.
go away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shuffle
sorry.
that in.
Yeah,
as
I
well.
will shuffle that in. I need that total power again, so I can Arns Paul Black Horror, just wreck one of these units.
And they're supposed Black Horror? Is
Yes.
that in? Oh, I love how they carried over.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's a bunch that carried over. There's way more spells in 5th than there are in later editions. Like they really shrink the lores, but they keep like some of the real signature spells.
That's awesome.
And it's funny, like seeing like the stuff that was called whatever in 5th and 8th they brought back.
Right, and also, my favorite thing about 8 is percentage.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Which is fifth. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, this is the way it had to happen.
Oh,
Just got a bunch
so I'm
of.
just, yeah, I'm keeping a card.
Oh,
and...
I wonder what that is.
Yeah. Okay. And so that was Chaos turn 4. Elves.
Yeah. So I'll put a charge from the spearman on that chariot.
Okay.
Why
Come
not?
fight me. I got 2 Chaos Warriors in there.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So that'll be my charge.
'Kay.
I'll try to rally him.
All
Maybe
right.
Leadership.
Boxcars.
It's probably within 12 of my general.
Yeah.
line. He's
It's
good.
all right.
He's good. He
He's
wants
good?
to fight.
Oh, you should. I like that you can just spin them around.
Yeah,
like that.
just spin him.
Yeah.
So that's within 10.
Yep.
They got oh,
Okay.
and the Reavers, they're just gonna.
Reavers. Reavers, I see you there.
go.
You're not gonna shoot down my sweet moon boy.
You don't think so?
Nope. Now he's got chaos armor. He's basically immune to arrows.
trash talk is very important. So keep it up.
Okay.
All right.
There's not a lot of trash talking I can do at
Yeah,
this
like,
point.
It's
Honestly,
like
It's-
trash talk at this point. It's like
Patrick won.
it's like kicking a
3
child
days
here.
ago. Yeah. Jesus. Okay. That was a bit harsh. Yeah. No, it is like that.
That's
though.
not harsh. That's the truth.
That is the truth.
All
right.
right. Yeah. Let's do some shooting
Okay.
because because he's the closest eligible target
Yep.
now. So
He is.
He's
He
just-
is standing right in front of the dragon ogres.
I'll put with
Do some volleys or do a single shot.
no, I'll do volley. They're
Okay.
D4 down. Oh no, they're
They're only 1 damage if it's a volley, but you do get the
Alright.
more shots.
so I thought it was more.
Well, maybe, but I don't think so.
I'm all confused now. It is only 1 damage. Yeah, but it's still no armor, so
Hmm.
yeah, I'll just do the volley on him.
Okay.
Yep. You're low model though. And
Oh,
that's just
you got
one
the
wound.
wound. Okay. No regular armor save, but I do have a 5-up special save,
Ooh.
and I don't make it,
Ooh.
so that's the
Excellent.
problem. So he's got 1 wound remaining.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, in a game this size, it's just not really applicable to. I'm just gonna mark that there. To take a chaos general because you're spending well over 200 points base.
Right.
And like for Patrick with the high elves, he has to take an elven general, but the elven general is 160 points, so it's a much
So
more.
my guess is that in that general might only get to slay 1 unit the whole game, or maybe 2 at the most.
Yeah. The issue with those kind of like big models, you have to make them mobile,
Aha.
which is kind of why I wanted to put him in the chariot. It's the first time I tried that. Chariot did not work.
Chariot, yeah.
Probably next time I'll go with like a regular mounted chaos general just on a horse.
Hmm.
Yep.
Those seem to work really well.
Yeah, what I was thinking of doing was the Juggernaut. That's what I
Oh,
wanna
the
try
Juggernaut's
next.
really cool. Yeah.
Is there any 360 vision There isn't even
No.
on a character on foot. Okay. Yeah, interesting.
Well, especially for like charging and
Right.
and spells and that. No.
Interesting.
So like he can't charge.
Just charge
Yeah.
the
My-
army.
Yeah, usually, yeah, in any regular game, you just
Yeah.
Okay.
in there, but
That's a 6-edge thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, which is kind of unique to 6 for a character on foot,
Yeah.
the 360, which is really nice, and you get kind of used to that if you play that edition a lot.
And that we just learned recently, a character with 4 or less wounds. So which is funny is the Gorble is 4 wounds, and the Gorble has 5, so he all of a sudden can't charge in 360, but the one below him can, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which leads into my next secret project that I've been working on. That's I decided to dip into the Ogre Kingdoms,
Oh, nice.
but as y'all know, I hate the Ogre models,
So
so
Mantic?
I'll go in a whole different direction.
Okay, interesting.
They're all Minotaurs.
Oh yeah, that works.
So all
love it.
all my regular guys are
Yeah.
like the old school
Yep.
5th Ed metal ones,
Yep.
or the Reaper ones,
Yep.
and all my characters are all the Zealot ones.
nice.
And I think it'll look pretty good.
Yep.
But yeah, so we'll see how a Minotaur
That's a good
tribe
pick.
works out.
Good thing.
And I just like the ogre list for using lots of monsters,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to like especially like the chaos for or the beastman one for 7th. Like you don't have like a wizard at all.
Oh,
If
really?
you take it that, yeah, because you only have
Wow.
the Gorble or the Doom Bull.
Right.
And if you do the 6th, like Beast of Chaos one, you only have the Doom Bull as your character.
Yeah.
So,
I gotta get my beastman on stream sometime.
anywho, this unit archers, they're gonna shoot at him,
Okay.
and I think
Great
these
weapon.
4 are probably clipped by the hill. I think there's only
Yeah,
4.
that looks about right.
Like 6 of them can shoot.
Okay.
So it'd be 5s. I'm just gonna try to do this before the
Yeah.
Thor, just to. That's not bad.
All right, 6s.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Nothing there.
The eagle might be blocking them, so
Yeah, he'd.
yeah.
I'd give you a couple on the end there, though, if you wanted to.
Maybe just 2.
Yeah.
All right, and then bolt thrower. We'll do the salvo. on
Okay.
him.
Let's see if he can finish him off with the. Oh, geez, and it's just 6s all the way
Yeah.
down.
6s.
And
Okay, just the one wound,
one
but
wound.
that might be enough.
Uh-oh.
Armor of Fortune here, and oh,
Oh,
well,
hey.
of course Nathan rolls a 1.
yeah,
Like, that's the
Oh,
thing.
how
like,
the best games end.
you have
on
a
a 1.
5-up save, and you never roll like a 3 or
Nope.
a 4. It's
Nope.
always a 1.
It's always a 1.
You can just leave that there. You
All
can
right.
use it for your panic test.
So yeah, so here's where things get interesting. In 5th edition, the death of your general sends ripples of panic across your entire army. It would be more interesting if I had more of an army here now.
Right.
As it is, though, you have to test for everything across the board.
Mhm.
So if you if you have a big orc and goblin horde, and this has happened to me several times, you can have the whole thing just turn and run.
And
If
the
it
undead still crumble like they always do.
oh yeah, undead
Yeah.
crumble.
Yeah. And like it's
Like
pretty
that.
wild. So like I took when I was playing with Bretonians against you, I had like the unkillable Bretonian general,
Right.
and I threw him into the Chaos Lord as a challenge just to see what would happen. And of course I lost. And then like all my knights started fleeing, and it was just like a couple units of peasants that held. And it was just
Yeah.
chaos. And
Yeah,
I
that
had
was a
them
really
all
cool game.
encircled with all these knights units. I'm like, all right, here it comes. And then
I started playing Bretonians in Total War, and they're so fluffy, it's hard to play them. Because if you run away from battle once, you start losing
Leadership
whatever
set.
currency they collect. It's like based on their bravery.
Oh, okay.
If you run away or flee once, it's like
It's like a
you're not favored. at all.
yeah. Oh, okay.
It's bad. Like you can't.
All right. Dragon Ogres are leadership 7, and they
Yeah.
break and flee.
Oh.
This is exactly what happens every time. Every time the general dies, the whole army goes. So they will run away 7 inches. They're going back there.
run away.
Yeah, I forgot my movement trays today, and it didn't matter one bit.
Doesn't matter.
Nope.
I keep my movement trays here, so if you ever need any.
Oh, okay, that's good to remember.
After the battle. sites.
The sorcerer
he's
gonna
not,
flee.
he's not 10.
No, I think he's 8. God, he got on the table and he's gonna flee right off
Just
the
a-
table.
He's like, I don't.
Sorcerer champion leadership 9. Yeah. So
He's a flyer, so
he's a flyer with a 3d6. Yeah, that's what.
That's off the table, buddy.
Yep. He arrived on the table, took a look around, and was
He's
like,
like,
I'm out.
I don't like
I'm
what I'm
just gone,
seeing here."
guys. I'm done here. All right. Just kill the last 2 Chaos Warriors for me, would you? And then we'll.
Well, there actually is 2 on this one, so that's.
Yeah,
on.
there's 2.
Yeah. So shall we do this?
Yep.
This fight.
Sounds good.
All right. So I guess I'll use my potion of strength now. As why not?
Oh yeah.
On my general.
Oh, something I learned about the Potion of Strength.
Hmm.
Technically, you're supposed to declare it at the start of a turn instead
Ooh.
of the start of a phase. Don't worry about it.
All
It's not that we've ever played it that way, but it was in that FAQ that I was telling you about in the White Dwarf. Yeah. So that's something to know for next time. But go for it, man.
All right.
I'm not.
All right. Yeah, and I still have to randomize. We're on a
What's his? Is he strength? Well, Elven Lord strength 4,
He's
right?
strength 4 base, yeah. So
Okay.
he'd be strength 7 right
Strength
now.
7. Okay.
So he's
So
probably
can he can probably knock out the chariot body too if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Just flip the whole thing over on the Chaos
Yeah,
Warriors. That'd be pretty
so-
cool.
Yeah, so he hits the crew once and a creature twice. So,
Okay. They're already dead. I keep
so
telling
he just
you.
just squishes one of the dudes.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. They've only got
And
heavy
then,
armor.
I get to fight an extra rank. So,
Right.
So I actually would have 9
You'd
attacks
have-
from the spirit.
right.
On the turret?
They always get 1 extra rank of fighting in this one, which is nice.
See if those 9 spearmen can skewer that one last Chaos Warrior.
Let's see. So we got 3 hits on him, 1 hit on the body, can't do anything. And we're looking for 5s again. We got 1 wound on the last crew.
Okay.
Just, strength.
So that's just strength 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
So he's got heavy armor. And nope, does not do him any good. So that is chariot gone because all that's
Okay.
left is the actual chariot.
Body.
So, Tommy says that you can take a 163 point hero chaos here.
Yep, that's what this hero was.
That's your
Yeah.
guy? Okay.
Yeah, that's why he only had the 2 wounds.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's like the champion, hero, and then lord.
Yeah.
That seems pretty reasonable.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Mm.
play by the 4th ed book, you have to take a Chaos General, and he is over 200 points. So I'd want to do him in a 2,000 point battle as opposed to a 1,500
Yeah, but, like,
point.
A lot of the chaos stuff is pretty overpriced. So like his character, just base, without any upgrades, is 163.
Right.
Whereas my elf general, with all of his tools, is 236.
Ooh, yeah. Very
So
expensive.
Yeah, I paid 268 points for the hero. All of a sudden, I forgot his Mark of Tzeentch. That would have been handy at some point. Once per game, he can re-roll any
Oh.
dice and add 1 to the result.
we'll just say it was
Just-
the 1 armor save you rolled
Yeah.
to stay alive.
There we go. Yeah.
So it seems that 5th ed is a bit more predictable than the other editions. Tommy said, the game is over in turn 2. Nathan is just stalling.
It's like
definitely
it's
is.
more like how the narrative plays out,
That's
right?
Yeah,
right, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So I guess I'll have a magic phase.
Oh yeah, yeah. Go for it.
All right, so 6.
All right.
Crown of Command. We are still rooting for you, Nathan. Like the wars, we never give up to the last man standing. That sounds like chaos as well. Well, chaos
Well,
depends on who, like, they'll run away. I can't see dragon ogres running away, but they are.
they're only leadership 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They
You know what though? It kind of makes sense because they're a bit of reluctant servants of chaos. So I can see with like if like a chaos general dies, they're just being like, all right, we're off the hook
We're
now.
out of here."
We're gonna go back
It's
and
like-
sleep in some
it's
mountains.
like yeah, this isn't our cup of
We
tea.
left our beer kegs back.
All right.
Uh,
Staff of Flaming Death.
On
All right. Dispel.
Well, I will power it up.
Okay. On a 6. Nope.
Thing is, I might not be in range with it. 24?
24.
Okay,
Oh yeah, yeah.
There we go.
You can
there
touch
we
the
go.
tip there.
Just the tip. It takes 3 hits. Alright, and where does it get hit? 2 on the body, can't do anything, and 1 on the horse.
Right.
Wah,
Okay.
wah, wah.
Get rid
Don't
of that
want
one.
any of that stuff.
All right. Well, the maximum a game could go would be 6 turns. We just finished turn 5, right, for the elves? I don't think there's a whole lot of point to playing this out. We could see if the dragon ogres rally, but other than that,
Yeah.
they're like they wouldn't be able to move or do anything. And then in his last turn, he would just be
It's
shooting
just-
them with
yeah,
bolt
just-
throwers.
Just
Let's
wanna
see if they rally though.
Yeah,
6
would,
they
would,
do.
they
They
would.
do. So they could turn
I'll
around.
give you a point for that.
Oh, thanks. I'm at like 5 points now.
No, just 1 point.
Oh, did I lose some? I
You're at
probably
three-
lost some
you're
points
at
there.
3.
3. Okay. Well, something. But what we could show off is scoring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
So scoring works a little bit differently in 5th ed than it did in later editions. And it works on a victory point system, but it's not the victory points that you might be used to for counting up, units and then figuring out, their value and that kind of thing. It's a much simpler system. And yeah, so the way it's based, and we did a basic pitched battle here. There's a bunch of scenarios. There's like 10 scenarios that you can play through, which is really fun. The way the scenarios work in this...
page 40.
Page 40, thank you.
It's the other one.
Oh, yeah, it's the battle book. Right. Yeah, there's 2 books here. There's the battle book and the rule book. They're very sexy. They've got fun little... they get fun little cartoons and stuff through them. So here's the victory chart. Each enemy unit either destroyed, fleeing, or have fled from the table. So we'll say in this case, we would have stopped the game at the end of turn 5 here. So in this case, Patrick would have gotten the point for the Dragon Ogres, say we're fleeing. He got the point for the Chaos Knights, the point for the Hounds.
Every 100 points of them is 1.
Oh, yes. Thank you. So in this case, we'll say, so the only thing that you wouldn't have gotten all of the points for is this.
Yeah.
So he would be looking at about 14
Yeah.
roughly points.
Probably like 13.
Probably 13, yeah.
if we did the
13
math
points for that.
proper.
Yeah. So 13 points for that. Then you look at each full table quarter wholly occupied by your own side. So the fun thing with that is that you can kind of toe in to a table quarter. So Patrick being right in the middle here of our battle, he might be occupying all 4 table quarters with just this one unit.
Count that?
You can count that, yeah.
Wow, that's...
Now, usually you have to be wholly occupying it, though,
Yeah.
right? So
Funny
any
thing is
unit,
there's no one in this one.
there's no, yeah. So
Or-
we kind of stayed to this side. So yeah, so there's no one in that one. So but you would have this one
And I think
Fully.
only this one.
and just that one.
Yeah, because I think
Oh yeah. So
I moved the Reavers up too far.
oh okay.
Patrick, you were trying to keep them chaos from coming
Yeah.
across your
Yeah.
bridge there.
Yeah.
You're holding the bridge.
Yeah.
So he's going to pick up another point from that. If the enemy general is slain, fleeing, or has fled the table, so he would have gotten another point for that, and that's on top of the points that he already got for the general. So another one there. And finally, army battle standard captured and held at the end of the game. There was no battle standards here. Generally, you don't find people taking a lot of battle standard bearers in 5th. And that's just because battle standard bearers tended to be very expensive, and they tended to be 1 wound, with a couple of exceptions. That didn't really lend itself to a good investment of points. Plus, you can put magic banners on a lot of units in 5th, and it'll tell you in the entries, and it's usually just better to do that.
You did get 1 point though.
I did get a point. All right, so did we figure out? So it was 13,
Oh, you said
14, 15.
I think that's it.
It was yeah, I think it was 15.
Yeah,
it was
'cause
either
it's-
15 or 16.
There shouldn't be any extra for this scenario.
Okay, yeah, so it'd be about 15 to 1.
Right.
There we go. So yeah, very close fought game.
Yeah.
Could have gone either way. Definitely sort of missed having my sorcerer. That
Yeah,
game
that
was a
Like,
was a bit of an unfortunate situation. The flesh hound or the hounds dying before the game also a bit of a thing. To do it again, I would put my general on a horse. I really liked the chariot idea, but it just didn't work out. I would.
But especially like in this one, like it's so easy to immobilize them.
Yeah, it's really easy for those horses to get hit, and they've only got that 6-up save. Even being chaos steeds that are tough 4, it doesn't really help them. There. Oh, Scott, you got the thing on. Nice.
I made a lot of mistakes. I had you guys swap a couple times. I'm so confused. Anyway,
Yeah.
High
Yeah.
old victory.
High old victory.
Yeah.
So, guys, like while we're kind of tidying up here, do you guys want to do a little like impromptu? We'll just like hang out, talk a bit, because we finished really early tonight. I don't know.
Sure. That sounds
You guys
great.
want to? Yeah. So we can talk the game. We can talk Warhammer.
We
You know.
have a great comment at the very end. True sportsmanship.
Oh, that's
There
good.
you go.
Yeah.
That's
Look,
good.
I
agree.
We both had fun.
I
That's-
can't
that's
I
what
can't control my
matters.
roles, and I claim that I can't control my tactics, but I can at least I can control my attitude. That's
Exactly.
it.
Totally.
So,
I like a score like that. Like it reminds me of 40K, like
mhm.
a bit where there's or football
Yeah.
or something.
when we do second ed 40K, it'll be a very kind of similar
But more
system,
cards.
but more
And more
even
books.
more cards and more
Okay,
books.
yes, we have to. I
Yeah.
really like. I've never even seen.
Yeah.
I've seen you guys do pictures of it. I've never actually seen 40K second edition.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. We'll do some fifth ed too. I feel bad because this is I didn't make a good show of this one. It
It's
got
fine.
away from me. But we'll do more fifth ed for sure. It's a lot of fun, and you'll see once we get into like some closer battles, we can have some wilder stuff happen as well.
Yeah, and
Maybe-
I'm definitely gonna pull out the more of like the exciting things. Like in our last game, I took the Skaven Warlord riding a Chimera.
It was really fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very. I don't know if I'd really want to do it again, but 'cause it was-
There was some tight scrapes for him. Like
Yes.
he almost died a couple times
yeah.
there, but it
but
was a good one.
there's lots of wild things you can do in
Yeah.
that edition in particular.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Like fun, like monster models and
Yeah.
stuff. Those things, they're totally unpredictable, but you can't really do them in later editions at all. And these ones you can take bound monsters. So if you wanted to have just
Yeah.
like a chimera in your list or just a griffin or something off on its own, you can do it. It's very dangerous to
Heavy
do.
old
But...
Manticore.
Oh, I love the old
One with that
Manticore.
nitric,
Yeah. Hellsnitch, sure, yeah. I think it's Dieter? Dieter? Dietera? Hellsnitch? Yeah.
Yeah, I got a
Beautiful.
4th edition undead for about 2,000, 2,500, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait.
We'll have some.
So that Crown of Command says, I think Patrick is undefeated in fifth, maybe. He's a beast. Well, he only plays one person.
And I'm
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's like kind of like
We'll have to fix that.
like if you're the big playground bully and there's only one small kid that you're
You
wailing
just keep
on, like
figuring-
of course you're gonna win.
Yeah. Like I'm the small kid with like the asthma thing like in my shirt pocket, and like I've got a walker. He just comes over and kicks me over.
Yeah, also I was holding on to rebound.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. When
So
my
if you did get a spell up, I would have been able to cast another
oh
spell.
nice. When I for that brief time my sorcerer showed up, I had escape, and I was like,
Ooh.
yeah. And then of course he flees off the battlefield, so it's not even a thing. The chaos gifts, I love them as an idea, but they really do seem to just take me out like almost immediately.
Yeah, like I'd almost like to try that book without the gifts because I think it really like.
Like they are supposed to be a net positive, right? Like I
But
feel
they
like
always
you're paying
they
for
always
them.
feel like a negative.
They
Like
always
I
do
think
feel
like
a negative.
because like we both play chaos, and I'm pretty sure every time the blood rain ones come up,
Yeah.
like we pretty much always roll a 1.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever actually hit the opponent with it.
Like I remember when we did the siege, I did it,
Mhm.
and the siege tower got damaged by the blood.
Yeah.
Like
Chad is killing me. I almost want you guys to me not to read some of these out loud. It's just so funny. they figured out that Nathan is winning now at losing.
Oh yeah, I am the top loser. That's okay though. I
He's
actually
like the
have
king
a
of
plan
loser
for these.
mountain.
Is I'm gonna actually start cheating by just placing big
Whoa,
tanks
there
and
you go.
40k stuff on the
A
battlefield.
redemptor, that's way out of character for sure.
So this is yeah.
what is this?
It's cool. I love this game. I love this game. I'm terrible at this game, and I have been for years and years.
Let's
But
go
I love it.
like you think is good? Like what if you were to
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
what do you could actually? What do you think has more punch for you? Or the armies?
Of the armies that I own. Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, it would probably be it might be a better constructed chaos list. Not necessarily chaos warriors. Thinking probably beastmen if I had my choice of models. I also have a huge 5th ed lizardmen collection that isn't painted, otherwise I'd run them.
Yeah.
Lizardmen would be probably my first choice. They are a hugely competitive
The Slan
army
is
book.
amazing, right?
The Slan is a one-man army. He fights, he
And,
does
like,
magic,
And he's got
and
like,
he
a
is
nasty
practically
stat line.
unkillable. Yeah.
We have some shout-outs to do Siege sometime. They love Siege.
Oh,
That'd be a good
Patrick's
Yeah, we-
got a mighty Warhammer Fortress, like
Yeah.
the old school one. We
Yeah,
could
with, and I
absolutely
got a
do
couple
that.
extra pieces for it as well. We were talking about maybe doing our next 5th ed game being Siege,
Yes,
but,
yeah.
Do it, yeah.
but this obviously trumped that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I'd
we'll-
be
yeah,
happy
we'll-
for
That was
Siege.
not the cops coming to pick up Nathan or me this time. Like,
No. Did you ever tell that story? That was a
Yeah.
heck of a thing.
That was funny.
Yeah. Our first live stream. It was after the live show, right? Poor Scott.
Our
yeah.
very first, yeah.
Yeah, so the cops came for him. He was he's been running guns for years, and it caught
Just
up with him
finally
finally.
Caught up to you.
Luckily though, he has a great lawyer, so he's back here. Got out on bail.
So we got Lizardmen, My First Love. Chaos are really tough to play. Beastmen are much better to play. This is Crown of Command. Copy.
Mm.
Brendan says, I have a 5th ed Slan on my painting table at the moment. Oh, excellent.
Right.
That's what you want. And yes, we've decided the next 5th game will be Siege. If anyone takes Dark Elves, we have a Dark Elf Castle. Otherwise, we'll use Patrick's Castle.
Yeah, no, I was playing around with a couple different ideas. I was almost thinking of playing Bretonnians for Siege Defense because it looks more thematic.
They are very thematic, yeah.
And then go more like peasant heavy. And
Nice.
not go with the Bretonnian's natural strength of just charge and steamroll one, as they
Yeah.
like to do.
Yeah, I almost took my Dark Elves for this battle because it was really funny. I was just like, I love the High Elf, Dark Elf dichotomy.
Yeah.
Like Patrick has his sweet banners. I've got my sweet banners on them. They look really good on the table. And I was like, no, I should try and make something a little bit more, with a little bit more teeth, a little bit more competitive.
And just
And that's
and
how it
also
turns
like
out.
something we haven't said is I played this exact same army against Nathan like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he knew what to expect. Some of the magic items were shifted around.
Yeah,
a bit,
that was
but-
a 2,000 point game, so you had a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit more stuff.
Yeah,
than
so I had a
this,
little
but-
bit more stuff, but it was
yeah.
basically the same.
But it was basically the same. So I did have, yeah, and that was part of my thought process was like, I need to get to him quickly because I can't out damage him at range. I can't out magic him. The only thing I can do is beat him in close combat. So I was just like, I'm gonna take this chaos list that's mobile, and I'm gonna try and make my warriors as mobile as possible. And it turned out like it turned out. But
Well, you know what? Like when you dropped that, I was actually really scared. I'm like, I can't actually deal with any of these.
turns out you could though.
Ah.
The trick with the elf mage was diabolical.
Yeah,
it was good. It was
so
very good.
I always like to have like one like crazy trick up my sleeve
Yeah.
when it comes to this game.
And Elf should have that.
Yeah, and like I wanted to try it in the bigger game, but I decided against it.
So funny story about tonight. The reason why we can't re-rack and do a second game is I can't go past 10 o'clock, and this is something that my wife knows, and so we actually made a bet. She was like, I don't believe that you can finish this before and get home before 10:30.
No 5th ed.
She did. She. I think she figured out that, or she didn't figure on my just completely getting tabled, and so she texted me because I'm sure she's had this on in the background at several times during the night, and she's like, "Well, if it makes you feel any better, you're gonna win our bet now." It's like, so it's
There you
nice.
go.
We're gonna go get some brunch one of these days, and now I get to pick the brunch place. So that's good.
Funny. We always,
Yep.
my partner and I always bet on like specialty coffee. So it's specialty coffee. That
Oh, nice. Yeah.
We could give the cafe's business anyway.
Yeah. So if anyone asks me after today, I'm going to say I threw the game so that I could choose brunch because it's less humiliating than just getting absolutely bodied here.
Yeah. But you're-
Yeah.
You know, I'm assuming like the old, like you said, you don't have all the models you actually want.
No, and actually, I'm very close to being able to field some of those. I've got a couple of the original Harpies, so I can field 5. I can take the Harpies in like 3 of my armies, because I can take them with these for this Chaos list. I can take them for the Beastmen that I've been picking away at, and I can also take them with my Dark Elves.
Right.
And they're a very good unit. They're very good against enemy war machines, which would be great in this case.
I just thought of something. Let's hash out and decide what armies will be sieging. I'm kind of thinking Bretonians. What do you think about that? Versus Dark Elves, maybe? What do you for the
Dark Elves would be a fun
Yeah.
one. It would.
or undead? Yeah.
Oh.
Well, here's the great thing about a siege game, because we've got double the points of the defender. You could do something silly and you could have like 2 forces going at it, right? So it makes in the Herohammer era, there was a lot more. I almost feel like there was a lot more allies expected of it, and so it's not that out there to think of like a dark elf and an orc, like an orcs that they've manipulated or hired, right?
For sure. Yeah.
Going at them.
Yeah.
Or for example, like Jesse, if you did undead for that, you could have it so that like you could have a dark elf sorceress who has the crown of sorcery or whatever that crown is that makes them a level 3 necromancer. We could tie the 2 armies together that way narratively.
Well, the Heart
Yeah.
of Woe and like in the Karstein Ring is my favorite combo.
Yeah. Oh, that's
It's so nasty. Yeah.
Or the big could be Kemler.
Oh yeah.
I mean, everything should always be Kemmler. Personally, there's no wrong choice for that.
Or the Red Duke. I was looking
Oh,
at
man.
the,
Red Duke.
I love
Yeah.
that guy.
I think we're all just like, oh, Red
No, I
Duke.
love- like, that
We're all
was-
just fanboys of the Red Duke here.
That was my first vampire
Yeah.
model. Yeah. I ended up putting wings on him.
I have him kicking around somewhere. I should paint him up.
I've got him.
Do you have him? Oh, nice. Oh, I figured. Yeah, you've got like all of the undead stuff. So yeah.
I'm just gonna back up.
On chat here for a minute again. So there's a couple interesting comments. So Tommy's saying he's playing on Friday a 2,000 point Chaos Dwarf, which is
Ooh.
him, against Lizardmen 2,000 points.
ooh, that'll be a tough fight for the dwarves.
Oh, it's actually it's a team up. Chaos Dwarfs and Chaos against Lizardmen and Dwarfs.
Oh, that's
Wow.
fun.
Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one.
He says the only thing I really fear is the slan. That is legit.
Yeah.
But we have cracked it. We have it cracked. We got a one-way corn hero.
A one-way corn hero.
That's cool.
Nice.
Sword of Change. Ooh, and Warpstone Amulet. Interesting.
Yeah, there's some really fun combos that you can do in 5th Ed with items, which you touched on with the Karstein Ring and
Yeah, my personal
stuff like
favorite
that.
was the Bretonian general with the Sword of Defiance that
I
adds
think
3 to his
yeah.
toughness.
Yeah.
And then the helm, or is it the armor that gives him -2 to hit in combat?
Okay.
So pretty much everyone's hitting him on 6s, and he's like tough 8. It's like, all right.
He just doesn't die. He just never ever dies. Yeah.
Crown of Command. Patrick is packing his minis like we did in the early 90s
Of
before we
course.
had any army cases. Please buy him a case.
Only one army in my collection has a case,
I love these guys.
and that's my Eldar.
Yeah. Shout out to Crown of Command as well. That's Joshua over all the way in Japan.
What?
By the way.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Runs an incredible podcast for like 90s era Games Workshop games.
Yep.
Started out doing 5th Ed, but he's like covered Epic. He's covered all sorts of stuff. Manowar. Had a great virtual Manowar game with him not too long ago, and I definitely owe him another one. And yeah, he's a fantastic guy. So
Sweet.
listen to that if you're someone watching this who is into 5th Ed or wants to get into 5th Ed.
He was also the first one to point all my errors from the screen, and I really appreciate that. I had you guys mixed up a couple of times. And I was like, I didn't notice because I was trying to pay attention to 4 things at once.
So Crown of Command. Josh has also started streaming some games, so he's got a nice little setup himself as well.
Good.
So
Sweet.
definitely check him out.
That's great.
I was gonna say he's like 8 times more famous than we are in the Herohammer community. So I feel like I'm talking like everyone knows this, but
Well,
some people I'm sure are finding this for
The
the first
important
time.
thing is, there's nobody other than he and us producing content. So like, also 40K second ed. I don't know if there ever was any content.
No,
for that.
Mini Wargaming did like
Right.
like 2 or 3, but
Okay.
and then I think they
They like to dabble as well. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's cool.
I was kind of hoping that they would have done more because
I'm looking forward to
Yeah, I like
seeing
those
it. 'Cause
guys.
It looks
it's
it has some kind of RPG elements or something, or some kind
Oh,
of.
it's wild.
It's wild.
It's the Wild West of 40K.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think what you'll like about it, Scott, is you're going to see a lot of similarities between like the 8th ed, 9th
Now-
ed era
yeah, okay.
and the 2nd ed era, like where they got a lot of their ideas for the
I love
modern
it.
era.
I'd love to
I
hear
think
that.
it's a really cool one.
That's neat.
Yeah.
So what else do we have? We have. Oh, that's really nice. Yes, the podcast, Crown of Command. Your podcast rocks, guys, and the live stream is just amazing.
thanks,
Really
buddy.
love it. That really means a lot. We have a lot more to come. We'll get better at everything we do, but the main thing is
Whoa,
we're going to
Scott,
produce
Scott,
content.
you're kind of selling positive. We're get better at everything we do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get better at Warhammer.
Yes, you
I
are.
might be better as a host or
The
something.
rule is you have to get better at this game, no matter what. Actually, there's an article I read about gaming, miniature gaming specifically, and the article this guy wrote was called "His First 50 Losses." It is the best article I've ever read.
Oh, that's cool. I'll have to
He
look
had
that
fun
up.
every game. I mean, I think 50 was an exaggeration, of course, but it's kind of like the idea of just loving the game so much. It's a really cool article. It just gives you, like, once he's got to this point of it wasn't even about losing, he was just absorbing all this information for every game that he got, and all of a sudden he just knew everything. So, and then it was just
Nice.
like he knew everything about each army because he played all these armies, and yeah, just kind of like absorbing everything. That's pretty cool. So what do we think? Well, that's really nice. Crown of Command. It's Josh.
Yeah.
Crown of Command. Josh.
Josh, yeah.
Thanks, Josh. It's surreal to see games of 5th Ed being played, and you guys made it my day. So thanks to all. That's great. I'm blown away. I get to watch this game that I've played. I haven't played since '99, and I get to see it and share it with all of you guys. It's really fun. But I think, what do you think? You're gonna say
I think we're good.
Say goodbye?
I think we're great.
Thanks,
Yeah,
everybody.
Thanks
And if,
for watching.
for joining
anyone wants
us.
to see anything in particular, we got
Oh yeah, hit us
we got
up.
Yes,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah, check us out. Oh, before we disconnect,
Yep.
we should say thank you to our patrons.
Oh yes, of course.
Of which Josh is one. So another shout out.
Thanks, Josh.
We're just burying this guy in praise. But yeah, if you like what we do, if you like the way we do it, check out patreon.com/wargamesorchard. That is where you can support the show. It's a non-tiered Patreon, so anything from $1 to all of the dollars in the world will get you access to all of our bonus content. We do bonus episodes on there of the podcast. So if you like the podcast, or if you haven't checked that out, certainly check that out. It's also the War Games Orchard. Everything is the War Games Orchard. Everything will be the War Games Orchard. So yeah, check that out. Check out the podcast and leave in the comments. Tell us, what you'd like to see as far as 5th Ed goes. Would you like to see a big Siege game next? Would you like to see some more of this? Would you like to see Patrick play someone who knows how to play war games? Would you like to see anything at all? We're gonna get to it all eventually. We've been streaming once a week, and hopefully we'll be able to continue that. Scott, big shout out to Scott, by the way. He's behind the camera for this one. He is our man who is taking point in our live streaming and our video. And it's been great. Couldn't do this without him. And thanks to our executive producer. What did we name Raph? Did we name him something?
Rafa.
It's Rafa.
Is it Rafa?
Yeah, that's his stream name.
Is it? Oh, stream name. Okay, yeah. So thanks to him, because we
Always a
couldn't
shout
do
out
this
to him.
without him.
He
Oh.
actually still helped us again tonight. So.
Oh, nice.
I just went in the other room to call him.
Last but not least, thanks so much to Nearby Planet VR. They're letting us use their space, and we wouldn't have anything near this setup otherwise. We'd be hand cams in a dark basement somewhere, I'm sure. So Guys, thanks so much, and until next time. Oh, okay. Until next time, have a great week.